Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body?
Hey guys, welcome back to BioShock Infinite. First of all, new microphone, as you probably can hear, hopefully. It's a Rode NT USB microphone, so I'm hoping that my voice sounds a bit better now than it did before. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing, we're going to play the Burial Sea episode 1. And I'm basically going to do the same thing as I did with Burial Sea episode, BioShock Infinite, is that I'm going to be playing through it, and then I'm going to give an explanation at the end of it. I'm not sure if I'll give an explanation at the end of episode 1 or just wait completely until episode 2, but we'll see how stuff goes. This DLC is a bit shorter than, the main game, of course. Both of them combined is not as long as the main game. But without further ado, let's really just go into Burial Sea episode 1, and we will, well, you will watch through it. And I'm also gonna play, the new game. I'm also going to play the game, the cinematic in the beginning, in case you don't remember what happened in BioShock 1, because this is actually tied into BioShock 1. Gonna play it on hard. We're not gonna play it on 1999 mode. I've already beaten it on that, not doing it again. So hard will be what we're doing. And for some reason it didn't play the thing. Okay, it didn't actually play the cinematic. It's supposed to play a cinematic right at the beginning of the game, but apparently it didn't.
We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her type down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans, with Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
Let's just look through here. Again, I'll try to see if I can find everything, kinescopes, what's it called, voxophone and all that. I guess they're audio diaries in this. Yeah. Probably guess where we would be in this expansion.
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
So we had Rapture, as you can see, with, well, a different kind of Elizabeth.
What I need from her is my business, but I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Yes?
Anyway, just want to make sure that, we get through to everyone.
Ryan, he's a big fish in an awful small pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
Interesting concept, I suppose. Concept, that's not really the word I was looking
If
for.
we were all made from common clay, then Einstein would have remained a patent clerk. It's our responsibility to strive.
Here, here.
He looks so sad.
You look fucking ugly, holy shit.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical transcendence. He's brilliant. If I wanted brilliant, I'd go to bed with a book.
You're just trapped by petite bourgeois notions of romance, aren't you?
Take it whatever way you will. But a girl wants what a girl wants.
So it actually takes quite a while to get through, you know, to the fighting and shit in this DLC, but you'll get there. Just, you know, hang on. The first episode.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been?
Red
Cabin in
means stop.
Arcadia?
Green means
Little
go.
sisters.
This is
Atom
the rule
factories.
all little
It's
girls
grotesque.
Okay,
Hey, keep moving, buddy.
fuck you. Fuck you, I can't go in now. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought there, actually.
Just a matter of time before Ryan's goons round up anybody talks bad about him. I mean, just look what happened to Frank Fontaine.
Oh yeah, I remember. It takes a while to probably get like an episode this part.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even Andrew Ryan takes a vacation.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? Are they just some kind of machine?
Well, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed. Does more harm than good.
Who would judge that? A system like that invites abuse?
Having a benevolent dictatorship takes care of that.
Benevolence isn't human nature.
Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
Well, I guess a lot of people in Rapture is
Everyone
pretty
wants to cut
stuck
the
up.
tallest flower up there. Do something exceptional. Those parasites resent it, condemn it, or worse yet, take credit for themselves.
Nice finally consorting with the equally talented, eh? Getting recognized properly? Being part of something bigger?
Are you lost?
Fuck you, lady. I'm not lost. I'm never lost. Okay, where are we now?
The meek can go ahead and inherit the earth for all I care. I'm fine right here in Rapture.
Okay. So it's not like you can really be lost at this part. You can just go around listening to the conversations, which is pretty much what I do. So,
You know, sweetheart.
Funny,
What?
you not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
DeWitt? The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
alright, then let's go into
say
the
the
elevator.
word, I'll show you what I mean.
What the fuck was that?
Hello, old bean.
Hello.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. I just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Need a lie?
That's pretty cool, actually. Let's go through here.
How is Ryan taking over Fontaine's business any different than, say, eminent domain? It's just the hand of government coming down on the individual.
Fontaine was a criminal.
By whose standards? Ryan's? I prefer when the judge doesn't profit off the penalty.
Remember BioShock 1, Sander Cohen, you know, the fucking lunatic of a...
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Anyway, so yeah, you remember the guy, the artist that we killed in BioShock 1? Yeah, this is actually him, you know. If you haven't guessed it, this was before the fall of Rapture.
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected...
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
We start over at the Golden... Yeah, I get it. Game, thank you. I get it.
What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
Wow, fuck you. The Need to Know Theater presents The Big Daddy.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now you know.
There you go. Funny thing here.
Best quit while you're ahead.
There you go. The watch clock. Fairly certain I actually haven't been in over here, so let's check out what's over here.
Little buggers, aren't they?
How do they work?
Something about stem cells.
What's a stem cell?
Who do I look like, Bridget Tenenbaum?
All right.
Maybe your taste buds have matured. Hello, Booker. Where have you been hiding her?
Another one. You got an issue with my food pal. You're welcome to put on an apron.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of utopia.
Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in the closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people.
Tip. I don't think these supermen know the meaning of the word.
Okay,
Why
2076.
Ryan wants to lock all of Fontaine's men up in that department store, but why on earth should we have to feed them? Isn't a prisoner just another parasite?
What you want to do, Irene? Hang them all?
You said it, not me.
Anything more over here? No, I guess that's it. Fun thing, actually, didn't. I guess I never actually been up here, so. Cool. 207 and then 6, right? Cool. I got an entire dollar out of that. And audio dialogue. Oh, we only need 2 more. Oh, I don't need 2 more.
When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. Lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says, Suchong want to be buried in filthy store, or Suchong want to make a good salary? Work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Suchong. This Ryan find very funny.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome. Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box.
coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice? I can assure you.
Damn.
The assurances
Must be
of a
somewhere
grave
else.
robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Good job, Elizabeth.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
I guess we can just go to Rapture Records.
I told her, you want someone to listen to your worries? Buy a puppy. Me? I got better things to do.
I hope that wasn't your attempt at pillow talk, darling.
Oh,
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so lackadaisical.
Is this La Marquis de... I don't know. I can't speak. I guess it's French.
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
Oh, I can actually buy a shit ton of alcohol.
I was Italian, always keep it on.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
Fun thing how they should say that, you know, cheap, they weren't dealing in cheap shots, and then they made a cheap shot against, what is he called? Fontaine Futuristics.
How am I gonna get work with my leg all busted up like that?
Okay. Let's go to the Rapture records then.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to judge facial symmetry.
Darling, that line actually work on anyone before closing time?
Sick burn.
Sexual intimacy is no different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans, I sell companionship.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
That's the Bible talking, pal. That's your mother talking. What does Ryan say? Petty morality? You can keep it.
Okay, Rapture records then.
Sir, ma'am. You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it
Gotta
lovely?
find that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Something to me. Especially something in this space. It's almost primal, isn't it? A part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Well, Elizabeth has certainly changed.
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Have you already been in here, actually?
Bonjour, signore.
I guess there should be something in here, right?
Days. Her little girl gets a nosebleed. So many children. It can't all be coincidence.
I mean, I should. Oh, that voxophone. Oh, voxophone.
Suchong observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On Plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Su Chong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
It's actually interesting that he mentioned it. If you remember the name he actually mentioned Fink, that he was able to see him. So, and if you remember from right before, okay, after this part I'll talk. Because there'll be some dialogue here too.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
Anyway, so if you if you remember at the beginning, sorry, right before, you know, Daisy killed, you know, Fink, that was actually a voxophone where Fink talked about, you know, he was seeing through a door, and he was probably seeing someone from Rapture.
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
You see all that in that little
Probably.
picture?
Yes.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Alright then.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Yeah.
You ever met the man?
Just before we head back to Cohen, I want to check out, exactly if we have
Fine piece of work
been
back
everywhere.
with those shopkeeps. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Dmitri not asking for hand.
Okay, let's just go to Center Cohen. I actually believe we have been everywhere that we need to be.
The Great Chain guides all of our efforts.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any more here, so let's go to Center Cohen.
What kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
I always sort of liked Sander Cohen as a character,
Dance, dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music! To the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist.
So yeah, he was batshit insane before all the shit went down in Rapture, so... But he is one of the more interesting characters, I suppose, in the game.
Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are. and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cohen, you son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick!
God damn it. Fucking Cohen.
I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.